So runners now about to head out for our final race here this afternoon, the R.M. Penny Plant Hire and Demolition Limited Open Maiden Race. They're going to be led down by Caspian Piper, number 4, in the Caspian Piper Syndicate colours, trained by Hugo Froud. Matt Barber rides, blue with the yellow diamond, yellow sleeves and cap. Just a touch reluctant to set up into a canter. Being followed down by 11, Old Grange, in the colours of Mr. and Mrs. J. Dorse, trained by Ed Walker and ridden by Ed Barrett, looking for a quick-fire double, maroon with the white chevron. Next one out is number 15, Urban Hymn, in the maroon with the beige style, green sleeves and the beige star on the cap, in the colours of Graham and Jan Calder, trained by Richard Barber and ridden by Will Biddick. Followed down then by number 2, Big Georgie, Jamie Jenkinson rides in the maroon and light blue jacket. Followed down then by the colour change, number 10, Nancy Roby, in the colours of Mrs. H. Hillard, trained by her and ridden by Robbie Henderson, now blue and white hoops. And then that one's followed down by 8, Lugo, in the colours of Mr. Richard House, trained by Leighton McGuinness. Connor Smith rides, red scarlet with the black and white hoop sleeves, scarlet cap, black spots. And the last one to head down to the 3 Mile Star is number 1, Anthea Glick, in the colours of Pete Ponting, trained by Joe Ponting and ridden by him. Light blue with the purple chevron, purple and light blue quartered cap. So 7 runners then, set to contest our final point-to-point here this afternoon, the R.M. Penny Plant Hire and Demolition Limited Open Maiden Race. Urban Hymn was a 2-to-1 on chance to win his maiden here this afternoon. 5-to-1 Big Georgie along with Caspian Piper. 6 is Old Grange and Lugo. 8-to-1 Anthea Glick. And the roughie of the 7 is number 10 Nancy Roby, a 20-to-1 chance. Do remember that we have the 2 pony races after this final point-to-point. Please do stay and support that, like our announcer said previous. They are very much the future of both. Away to the right of Jeff Fear, who is just about to climb his steps, and will shortly get these 7 maidens dispatched on their 3-mile journey as they begin to come forward. And they're away and racing, often racing to a somewhat staggered start as they race towards the first of 18, and it's Anthea Glick who was the first one to break the line, from Lugo in second. Big Georgie back in third as they all seem to cross the first fence safely. Caspian Piper and Nancy Roby are restrained at the back of the field as they head towards the furthest point away from us, and it's Anthea Glick who leads the way by about 6 lengths from Lugo in second in the red, white and black jacket. Big Georgie comes next as they head towards fence number 2. The leader was over it safely, watching them all stream over it. A good jump Urban Hymn in about 4th position. Caspian Piper in behind him, and Old Grange, and last of all is Nancy Roby as they head on down into the dip then for the first time. They've jumped 2 of their 18 as they head on then back towards the home straight for the first time, and it's Anne Glick who takes them along for Joe Ponting. He is the pilot by about 3 lengths from Lugo in second in the red body jacket with the black and white sleeves as they turn back towards home. In behind those is Big Georgie and then Urban Hymn in the colder jacket as they head towards another plain one, fence number 3, and they all seem to have taken it safely as they race up then towards the 4th fence. This will be the last in a couple of circuits time, and it's Anne Glick who takes them along from in 2nd position Lugo and Big Georgie. Looking to the back of the field, Urban Hymn has just been shuffled back a few places and waited with by the champion as they head on past the winning post with a couple of circuits to run, and it's Anne Glick whose early advantage of about 6 to 8 lengths has been reduced down to a couple from Lugo in 2nd. Big Georgie came next in 3rd from Old Grange in the maroon and white jacket as they turn the corner towards the top end of the racecourse. The next time they will leave the ground will be fence number 5, and out in front it's Anne Glick who takes them along, jumped it well from Lugo in 2nd, Big Georgie in behind those, and then came Nancy Roby who pulls for more rain from Old Grange. Caspian Piper one from the back, and Urban Hymn is anchored at the tail of the field. As they go towards the open ditch then, watching them all stream over it, they all cross it well as they begin to make the run down into the back straight where fences 7 and 8 will greet them. 2 plain fences, and about 10 to 12 lengths would cover first to last as they head down the back straight, and still Anne Glick cuts out the running in the pale blue jacket from Lugo in 2nd as they go towards another plain one. All seem to cross it well back of the field. Mistake and an unseat by Urban Hymn. So Urban Hymn is out of the race. He was unseated at that plain fence, the first one down the back straight. So just down to the 6 of them, and it's Anne Glick who takes them along by about 3 lengths from Lugo in 2nd, a similar distance back then to Big Georgie in 3rd from Old Grange, and looking back down the track, Will Biddick seems to have got to his feet safely as they head towards the one down at the furthest point of the racecourse, and out in front Anne Glick still holds sway for Joe Ponting from Lugo in 2nd. Old Grange up on the outside of Big Georgie from the white-faced Caspian Piper in the yellow sleeves and cap, and last of all is Nancy Roby as they head down into the dip for the 2nd time. They've got 2 plain ones and then a circuit left to cover as they head on then back towards the home straight. So out in front, Anne Glick takes them along, Lugo in 2nd. Good progress made by Caspian Piper for Matt Barber up on the outside as they turn the corner back towards home. So, and then Old Grange came next from Nancy Roby and Big Georgie as they turn back into the home straight, and it's Anne Glick from Lugo and Caspian Piper as they race to what will be the last in the circuit's time, and it's Anne Glick who takes them along from Caspian Piper, who has worked a lot closer and travels well, from Lugo who's just shuffled along back in 3rd and ridden along by Connor Smith, from Big Georgie in behind. Old Grange came next, and then Nancy Roby as they head out then on their final circuit. And as they head towards the top of the racecourse, and out in front Caspian Piper and Anne Glick, loose horse causing all sorts of problems as they race away right-handed, and as they go towards another plain one, Anne Glick out in front from Caspian Piper, who got a bit tight to that. They're about 6 lengths clear of a mistake from Lugo, who's going to be passed by Big Georgie. Then came Old Grange and Nancy Roby at the back of the field. So as they go to the ditch for the last time, Caspian Piper on the inside of Anne Glick. Anne Glick probably just the better from Big Georgie, who's back in 3rd and now being ridden along to go in pursuit of the 2 leaders. Old Grange came next, who's also bustled along from Lugo, and Nancy Roby is tailed off at the back of the field. So as they head down the back straight then, they've got 5 more fences left to jump, and out in front a bit of a duel. Caspian Piper on the inside of Anne Glick. Caspian Piper got it all wrong. They're about 10 lengths clear then of Big Georgie ridden along from Old Grange, and then came a reminder there for Lugo, and Nancy Roby clambered over that first plain one in the back straight. So as they head towards the end of the back straight, Anne Glick holds sway by about 1.5 lengths from Caspian Piper with a renewed effort up on the outside, goes to join the leader. They're about 12 lengths clear clear of Big Georgie back in third from Old Grange, who's making no impression as they turn towards the bottom end of the racecourse. Caspian Piper probably just has his white head in front from Unfair Glick as they cross the third last. Caspian Piper was over in front by about a length, ridden along on landing from Unfair Glick in second. They've pulled clear of Old Grange. Big Georgie came next and Lugo, and looking to the back of the field, Nancy Roby jumped the third last. So as they head downhill then, they've got 2 more fences left to take in the concluding maiden, and it's Caspian Piper out in front, gets a reminder, running about a bit in front from Unfair Glick, who's ridden along. Old Grange is starting to motor late from Big Georgie, and they're clear of Lugo. So as they make the swing back into the home straight, 2 more fences left to take in our final maiden, and out in front Caspian Piper. Old Grange is now the challenger in the maroon jacket. They're clear then of Big Georgie, and Unfair Glick has capitulated over the second last. Caspian Piper in the centre, Old Grange the near side, far side Big Georgie trying to stay on as they race towards the last. Leaders all over the place. Caspian Piper, Old Grange jumped it about a length up from Caspian Piper in second, then came Big Georgie from Lugo, but on the run towards the line inside the final half a furlong. Old Grange punched out towards the line. It's going to be a double for Ed Barrett. He's going to go on and score from Caspian Piper in second, Big Georgie back in third, Lugo 4, and everything else was pulled up, and Nancy Roby is going to jump the last and complete for the final position.
John Dawes. I can afford to
by Conor Baker, number 9, Free Anthony, owned by the British Prince, ridden by William Rock. All the way, all 9 go and for the card for the first Barry races, and just as those riders in the Barry races, with all of the presentations of both races are our second race.
Ladies and gentlemen, I come to the presentation for the sixth race, the presentation race by Mrs. Catherine Penny, half bar Penny from Iron Demolition Limited, who were kind enough to sponsor the race for us this afternoon. And the trophy to the winner of the winner of Spain is Mrs. John Dawes.
Thank you very much. We stood here on my own.
my hands anyway. It's always an excuse.
When that goes to Championship, I very much hope that that'll get off the course. And the line is closed. Winning rider, Ed Barrett.
Well done. Hey.
Ed, if you don't want that first on champagne, I like April's.
My wife's got the champagne, we'll look after it. We don't need to chill it, it's cold already.